So very good morning students. So the welcome back again first year physics. So we'll see. Actually we are discussing in the previous class we discussed about a collisions. In that collision related to the elastic and inelastic and perfectly inelastic collisions are there. There are three types. It is based on their kinetic energy and momentum. Three types of collisions: elastic, inelastic and perfectly inelastic. In that actually we are doing the first one, I mean to say elastic collision. See, one dimensional head on elastic collision. So the previous class actually we discussed these expression. Once again I will explain you. Very simple explanation. When two bodies, consider two bodies of masses m1 and m2 which are moving along the same direction with the velocities u1 and u2. There is a condition u1 greater than u2. Because of u1 greater than u2, the bodies two collides. After the collision, because of the collision, the two bodies are exchanging their momentas. So that after the collision, the two bodies are moving with the different speeds v1 and v2. This type of collision we can call as the perfect, elastic collision in one dimension. During the one dimension in the sense is before and after the collision, that bodies are in the same direction or in a same line. Let I will tell you here actually what actually we are doing actually our aim is we have to find the final velocities of the two bodies after the collision. So there is an expression. It is actually in case of a head on collision, both momentum and kinetic energies are conserved. So that using that statement, right, apply that statements, that is the law of conservation of linear momentum. Sum of before collision momentum is equal to sum of after the collision momentum. So before collision momentum is equal to after the collision momentum, therefore we are getting a expression one like this. And coming to the conservation of linear momentum applied, sum of before collision kinetic energy is equal to sum of after the collision kinetic energy. Here you look at here, before collision kinetic energy for first body and before collision kinetic energy of the second body, and after the collision the kinetic energy of the first body and the kinetic energy of the second body. Here you write, and here take the half common and cancel it. After cancelling, we are getting the final expression m1 u1 square minus m1 v1 square is equal to m2 v2 square minus m2 u2 square. And here you do one thing, again same, whatever the ones, you take one's one side and two's other side. So that in this one's other side, here it is taken towards the left side and two's is taken the other side is the right side. So again you take a m common, here also m2 common, then you divide 1 by 2, then we are getting the final expression will be, it is u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. There is a one statement related to, again I am telling for the equation 3, there is a relative velocity approach before the collision, because the two bodies are approaching before collision is equal to the relative velocity separation after the collision. That is a statement for the third expression or third expression, the statement. Now let us will continue from the third expression. Actually our aim, we have to derive the v1 and v2 final velocities. Here let us you go for the final velocities, expression for the final velocities in terms of masses. That must be in the terms of masses, right? Here I will tell you. Yeah, go with like this. Here expression 1 you keep it, because your expression 1 is required to get the final velocities. You keep like this only. And here this is the third expression. From third expression, look at. Now again I am writing the third expression here from 3. Look at from 3 it is u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus it is v1. Actually third expression, right? So this is the third expression. Now by using the third expression, now we should get the both final velocities in terms of masses. Everyone remember, in terms of masses should be there. So you take from here, first of all you write a v2 from 3. I am writing from 3, v2 is equal to v1, you take this side, because it is minus is there, it is becomes plus. You give as equation 4. Very simple derivation. Very simple derivation. And from 3 only again you write for v2. So v2 is over, you write for the v1. So v1 take this side and this u1 minus u take right side. So it is becomes a positive, and V2 minus U1 plus, because it is minus is there, no? This is equation 5. Now it is a 4 and 5 we know. Just you do one thing, this 4 you substitute in the equation 1. We have equation is m1 u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 of, or within the bracket, v2 minus v1. This is the expression 1. Now you substitute, very simple, this 4 in 1. So here m1 u1 minus v1. So here you write anyone you write. Suppose you want to write a v2, yes, you write a v2, therefore it is m2, because 4 substitute in 1, no? In place of v2, this is you write u1 minus u2 plus v1 minus u2. Of course, now you multiply this m1 u1 minus m1 v2, which is equal to m2 u1 minus m2 u2 plus simple derivation m2 v1 minus m2 u2. See, look at left side expression and as well as the right side expression. In this minus m2 u2, here also minus m2 u2 is there. Both the signs are same, no? Then you add. Then m1 u1 minus m1 v2 is equal to m2 u1. See, this is both will be the same, no? You take as 2 m2 u2 plus m2 v1, because now the expression, it is to be converted into complete. It is a I mean to say, here it is, I think it is v1, right? Now it is to be converted into complete v1, because here v1 is there, so that the expression completely converted into in terms of v1. So now you do one thing, this is take this side, because here minus m1 v1 is there, no? Towards the left side is there, then you take towards the right side, and as well as these two expressions you take towards a right side, this you take towards a left side. Very simple. So that here I'll write like this, that is m1 u1, this is you take this side, minus m2 u1, because here plus is there, no? And this is minus, no? You write here plus 2 m2 u2 is equal to, here minus is there, you take this side, therefore m1 v1 plus it is m2 v1, and here from this you take a common is, like u1 is common, and it is m2, 2 m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus into v1. Now the final velocity of the first body after the collision, the final velocity of the first body becomes v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 of u1 plus 2 m2 u2 by divided by m1 plus m2. So that here v1 is equal to, you take separation is separate this like this 2 m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. This is the final velocity in terms of masses. After the collision, the velocity of the first body becomes very simple derivation. Here actually it is for LAQ, we have to do complete derivation from the beginning, right? So that here what I did here, this fourth expression is substitute in the first expression. So here v1, here v2 is there. See, now we are replacing this v2 here. So that after replacing, you multiply this and do the process which are same, you add, and after adding this v1 actually towards the left side is there, and then you bring it to right side, and remaining you bring it to towards a left side. After bringing like this, then you do the calculations. Okay, this is about a what? For the calculation of a v1. v1 is nothing but a m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2 m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. So this is about a what it is, we can say related to the v1 expression, and you go for the next one. Again you take same, because now we know v1. So in the same way, now we have to get the v2, because v1 is already is over. Right. Let us you take for the v2 expression. Here v2, so that here you do one thing. Now substitute this 5 in 1. Now you replace v1 with this expression. So now I am writing m1 of u1 minus of v2 minus u1 plus u2 is equal to, that should be within the bracket, and here also you write m2 v2 minus u2. So now m1 u1 multiply with minus, okay, look at minus of minus plus and minus, it is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Now again you do one thing, here u1 is there, you add that to minus v2 minus u2, which is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Now you multiply this 2m1 u1 minus m1 v2 minus m1 u2 is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Again you do the same for our convenient, here v2 is there, no? This u2 v2 let us you bring towards a right side, and this m2 u2 is there, no? You bring towards a left side, that's all. Almost our expression is over. So you write here final expressions 2m1 u1, right? So we are bringing this, no? So that here you write it is becomes minus, no? So the minus becomes plus, it is m2 u2 minus m1 u1 is equal to, because here minus m1 u1 is m1 u2 is there, no? You write as it is, and this minus m1 v2 take towards the right side, it is becomes a plus, therefore m1 v2 plus m2 v2. Then you take a common, again in this u2 is common, m2 minus m1 of u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 of v2. Therefore v2 expression, you take v2 is equal to 2m1 u1 plus m2 minus m1 by u into u2 by m1 plus m2. So this is almost our final. Then you write v2 is equal to separate 2m1 u1 by m1 plus m2 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 of u2. So this is the v2 expression in terms of masses, and there is a v1 also is there. Both v1 and v2 now we know. Both v1 and v2 now we know. Is it okay now? Look at, everyone look at the question again. This is related to the LAQ question. See, for v2 you do one thing, this fifth expression substitute in 1. See, after substituting replacing the v1, and you do multiply with this minus, and after that whatever the same similar terms are there, you add it. After adding, multiply with m1, here also you multiply with like this. So whatever the similar terms are there, you take one side and remain is other side. After taking that, then here we are getting v2 is equal to, because this expression from there we are writing 2m1 u1, right? But here minus m2 u2 is there, no? You take towards a left side, it is becomes plus, and here another minus m1 u2 as it is there, no? You write minus m1 u2 is as it is. Clear? After that, here minus m1 v2 is there, you take towards the right side, it is minus the minus, no? It is becomes a plus. From this you do one thing, v2 you take a common, here also u2 is there, no? You take a common u2. Then after taking the after taking the u2 and v2, then we have to get v2, no? Then v2 is equal to, remain this m1 plus m2 is there, no? Bring it towards a left side, and it is becomes a it comes denominator. Then after that you divide separately like this. So now we know v1 and v2. These are the expressions related to v1 and v2. v1 and v2. So this is the question related to the LAQ. In our work power energy, there are 3 LAQs. Once again I will repeat you. First LAQ, kinetic energy and work energy theorem, and second LAQ, law of conservation of energy. In that law of conservation of energy, only one question, that is only verify the in case of a freely falling body. And third LAQ related to the one dimension head-on elastic collision. One dimensional head-on elastic collision. This is the expression you have to write, complete expression with explanation. There you should explain the question properly. So this is given in the material as LAQ2, as LAQ2. So you refer the materials. This question related to the LAQ in our material given as 1, 2, 3 questions. In that one question, second question and third question. Now let us, in this actually collision again, see in the head-on, one dimensional head-on collision, we have some cases. I would like to tell you the cases. See, the cases are to be like this, because that V1 and V2 are the very, very important now. Again you see the V1 and V2. V1 becomes like here, V1 is equal to M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into U1. You write again here, because the cases are there in this one dimensional head-on collision. Cases, that is the first case, no? Before the case, you write both V1 is equal to, see that you should remember everyone, M1 minus M2 of U1 by M1 plus 2M2 U2 by M1 plus M2. And second expression, V2 is equal to 2M1 U1 by M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 into U2. Now the case 1. Suppose I would like to tell you the case 1. During the collision, if the second body at rest, suppose now I am telling what? If the second body is at rest, but the first body moving with velocity is U1, but there is a second body is at rest. If there is a second body is at rest, then what will happen the situation? Let us, we have to derive that. Look at, in that U2 you substitute 0. Suppose U2 substitute 0, therefore what happens? Here you take a U2 0, therefore V1 becomes M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into U1 plus, here actually U2 0, no? Yes, 2M2 by M1 plus M2 into 0. So this 0 into something becomes 0, but remain is M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 of U1. And you go for the second expression also, you take second expression, that V2 is equal to 2M1 U1 by M1 plus M2, you take as it is, because only U2 0, no? Then you write M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 of into 0. So 0 into something is becomes 0. So 2M1 U1 by M1 plus M2. This is the case 1, when the second body at rest. Of course, you want to take a first body at rest also, will get the another expression. Suppose first body at rest, therefore first body at rest in the sense is here U1 0, here also U1 0. Therefore, we will get these two expressions. And coming to the, in this case only, another case is there, that is a case 2 you take. Yes, of course, you want to write also, no problem. If U1 you make a 0, that is will get, okay. Now I am saying same U2 0, but the masses of the two bodies are equal. If mass of the two bodies are equal, when U2 is 0, that is second body is at rest. Already second body at rest, we know V1 and as well as V2. Then directly you take V1 is equal to, you make the masses same. Therefore, M minus M by M plus M into U1. M minus M is nothing but a 0, because 0 into something becomes 0. And you take a second expression also, that is the V2 is equal to here 2M mass is same into U1 by M plus M. Therefore, V2 is equal to 2M U1 by 2M. So, it is becomes V2 is equal to U1 like this. When second body is at rest and the masses are equal. Suppose you want to take a first body at rest, yes, case 3 you take, case 3, right. If first body at rest, so for first body at rest, V1 is equal to M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into 0 plus 2M2 U2 by M1 plus M2 it is. So, V1 is equal to 2M2 U2 by M1 plus, this is the V1, and you go for the second expression also, that is becomes V2 is equal to here 2 m1 into 0 by m1 plus m2 plus here m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into you say u2. So, it is 0 no, then we will get m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into u2. So, like this the expressions 1, 2 different situations, like these are the cases in case of a when the second body and first body which are at rest. Clear? So, like this we have the cases. Again we have other cases also in this, that we will see in the next class, because we have other cases also, that is we will see in the next class, right. So, that you go through this all derivation in case of a collisions. A collision question is very very important. In case of a one dimensional head on elastic collision, they will ask you for LAQ question as LAQ, so that better you practice is today only, because the question is very very important. Like you do practice both work energy theorem and kinetic energy, as well as the law of conservation of energy, and this question also. Better only today only you write these 3 questions. You read and write and learn also. Without seeing, you practice it. Ultimately, this out of 3 questions, you will get the 1 question in the final examination. That's what I mean to say. Okay, better today only you completed these 3 questions. Okay, because again we have the cases, remaining cases we'll see in the next class. We have other cases, because only we finished first, second, third case we finished. Like other cases also is there, so that cases we'll see in the next classes. Thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.